I think Gerard is entering the ring. I think
someone else is being escorted out.
I think yes. Somebody else, maybe you think they should be in this ring.
Yeah, really.
We can put them in the ring, no problem.
The crowd is absolutely alive.
Yes, here comes Gerard now into the ring. Now, he's seen the other fighters fight, so he understands what he's going to have to do. He understands that Kevin took some punishment, so he's going to come back and you know what's on his mind. You have to realize, too, that Gerard did not get tired either.
That's right.
Kevin is the only one that got tired so far.
Kathy, but what happens to a fighter on a multiple fight scenario like this? Does their motivation change at all? Do they become more weary on the second match?
I would have to say that it does. Yes, you do become a little more. You tend to relax when you're sitting there, even though you know you've got a next fight coming up. And it's very hard to keep the concentration going, especially when you have a big break like this.
Okay, now entering the ring, let's introduce Kevin Rosier. He's coming into the ring now, 300 and some pounds, against Gerard Gordeau. Kevin's face is a little bit different than it was the first fight, if you notice.
Yeah, it's taking a lot of blows.
He's a little happier now. Yeah, he's a little happier. Maybe he says, maybe if I get through this, I can make it.
And maybe a little happier, but also a little more beat up.
I just get to go home.
Yeah, well, that's what I was thinking about. He takes some punishment.
Yes. He's got to do it quick. We just understood from the doctors that Gerard Gordeau's right hand is broken. If you notice, it's taped, but he still wants to continue.
The knuckles look pretty swollen on that hand.
The right hand must have been broken when he hit Taylor with the right hook. Again, that's the promise of not wearing gloves, of not taping your hands.
And that was a big issue last night in the meeting among the fighters.
But again, Gerard was one of those guys who says, let me sign a piece of paper, let's get on with it.
Oh, he's a man.
He's a heck of a man, I tell you what.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back our first pair of winners from the first round. Fighting out of the red corner once again, the holder of the European French Savate Boxing Champion title for 3 years in a row, Gerard Gordeau. And fighting out of the blue corner, his competitor, 6'4", 265 pounds, from Buffalo, New York, Kevin Rosier.
The strategy is going to be a little different. If you see Kevin's left eye, he's got a lot of Vaseline on that, a lot of protection on that thing. I think he got cut too.
Yeah, I think he did. Is that Vaseline or is that tape as well?
Yes. So he's got to worry about his right hand. Gerard has to worry about his right hand, Kevin about his left eye. They're going over the rules now that there aren't any of. They're just kind of saying, let's make it a good, clean fight. And here we go.
It's a nice handshake before they started it. That was very nice. You see Gerard's picking off his shots.
Now, here's the leg kicks. Here comes the leg kicks into play. Now, Rod, you'll kind of understand about the leg kicks.
Yes, that's just amazing. Very stinging, very, very powerful. You know, it doesn't take too many of those built up. Oh, that
again, right in the legs. This is right on the joint, too. Right on the joint. It's not in the thigh, it's not on the muscle, but it's right on the joint.
Oh.
Forearm there to the back of the head.
Yes. Now you notice Gerard's backing off a little bit just to see where there's an opening.
Yeah.
Nice elbow to the head.
Kevin seems to be covering up fairly well.
Yeah. Oh.
There's a stomp to the ribs there. That looks really painful.
Oh.
And the towel goes in.
The fight's over. The fight is over.
I wouldn't be surprised if those ribs were broken there. It's a pretty good stomp.
That was a good stomp right to the ribs.
I could feel the concussion all the way from here.
Now, if you'll understand, if you have to understand, those people that were watching the fight now, you notice what Gerard did. He took the guy's principal weapon away, which is movement and weight coming towards him. Throws a couple kicks to the legs, makes him think about that. Throws a couple hand techniques to the face. Watch now, boom, there's the punch.
Beautiful right hand to the jaw there.
Here he goes, now comes the roundhouse kick. Bam! Here he goes in now. See, he's got to protect.
At this point, he's just picking his shots.
He's down, right. He backs up. He's in no hurry at all. bouts are quick. The bouts are very fast. They're very powerful. Here's a nice strong elbow. Now comes the stomp to the ribs.
I'm actually surprised that the matches are as short as they are. I expected them to last a bit longer.
I thought they would last a little bit longer too, because I thought strategy would come into play, much like a football game, because you run 3 plays and punt. It's kind of a long day.
Yeah, but what happens is one individual is aggressive, so they put the pressure on another individual. Therefore, it's not going to be much strategy, because if you know how to take a guy down, you take him down. It seems that the kicks and taking someone to the canvas is much more important than just the punching.
Exactly. Let's go to Brian now with the loser, Kevin. He seems like he's still in a great mood.
All right, Kevin, it's unbelievable. 2 bouts within 45 minutes. What do you think now that you're back out of retirement?
I don't know. I just want to get a regular fight, you know? If the ISK or WK or any of those so-called kickboxing organizations out there, I want to fight your super heavyweight champ. I'm out of retirement. It's the altitude. We're going to get the weight down. We're going to come back strong. Charlie Angelo's managing me now. And I want to see all those super heavyweight fighters in the world. I'm coming after you.
Now, Gerard had a broken hand. There was some talk. He had a broken hand. He had some trouble with it. How did that affect your strategy going in, knowing his hands were?
I didn't know nothing about his hand. You know, it's the altitude, man. I trained 3 weeks for this tournament, and no excuses. I didn't have anything left. I don't know if you watched the first fight, but I kind of got a little tired there.
Yeah, what do you think about the 5-minute rounds? The fights have been so short. Does that surprise you?
No, not at all. I didn't think one fight would go with 5 minutes anyway. Not even the grappling. Yeah.
You know.
This altitude, yeah.
Talk about the battle. I'll let him put his sweatshirt on real quick. Now, real Kevin, you have the best personality all week. You just get out of the ring, 2 bouts within 45 minutes. Explain to our viewers why you can smile.
It's entertainment, you know. It's entertainment. I just want to, you know. I went out there. I trained 3 weeks for this. There's been a lot of tournaments like this that I've been offered to do back in my career. None of them went through. 3 weeks ago, I decided that this was going to go through. I started training 3 weeks ago. I lost 45 pounds, and yeah, I love to do it. You know, if I had enough energy, I'd go back there and do it again. You know, I'll fight one of the losers. Maybe we'll.
We'd like to sell everybody in Buffalo.
Yeah.
I saw your family real concerned when this was going on.
Well, I got a lot of family here tonight. It's quite of an extensive story. We'll get into that another time. A lot of friends, a lot of family.
Everybody at Buffalo, Lenovo.
Yeah, Buffalo, Death Row out of Las Vegas.
Ultimate Fight is going to continue.
Oh, yeah, I want to go to the next one. If they have me for the next one, I'll be in the next one.
I think you're going to be doing this. You're going to be using the microphone next time.
No, you know, yeah, I like to put Sullivan out of a job, that guy, and you.
Sam Solomon doing a great job in the corner. He's a legendary man right here.
Sam, I wanted to look at you.
I'll tell you what.
Okay, hold on.
And John, quickly, did you see any footage of Gerard talking about that match?
I saw Gerard fight years ago. You know, I hope Gerard wins this. I said it from me. I really hope he wins it. It's his last fight. He's been a great champion. He's a gentleman. And I wish him all the best, and God bless his health. You know, he's a gentleman. He's a classy guy.
Kevin, it's always a pleasure to talk to you. Congratulations on a great tournament. And we're going to go back to Bill right now in the booth.
This match coming up, I think, is going to be the best match of the evening. Hoist Gracie against Ken Shamrock.
It's going to be
Yeah,
very,
two
very
good ground
exciting.
fighters, two